I said, man, point that fan at me, and I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly, but the prettiest young thing I ever saw. She was hot, nothing short of masterpiece. I'ma play my very best for you tonight.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store.
My YouTube thing, I can't do it.
Eagles
Taz, can you
taking
post
on
again
the
in the
Seattle
chat for me?
Seahawks.
This motherfucker just spinning. The game is up, but it's just spinning. Yeah, I'm on YouTube.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's
there we go. Come on now.
We
say that, baby.
At the 32-yard line. So just a
hey,
start to a playoff game is a
Ferrari, it's going to be a lot of harder in this game, so you might as well mute.
Ball security, so important in a game like this.
So Ferrari, it's going to be a lot of harder in this game. You might as well mute me.
First and 10.
Okay, I forgot. Okay, there you go. That's the one. That's the one I got to highlight.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up
I
your team
did.
both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're
Oh,
always welcome.
okay.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first.
Feeling real good, popcorn. It's okay.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Man, I'm feeling sexy. I'm feeling sexy, baby.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward.
Give me your nut. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I know all my routes.
Dobbs goes in motion. Hurts.
Fuck about that. There we go.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies unable
Got
to get
you
it done.
on the check.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Take it back.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now runs Kenneth
We
Walker.
tear that ass up.
Only about a yard up to the 32.
Here we go, Cooper. Cooper, you got him, 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 Cooper. Yeah. You got him, Cooper. You got him, Cooper. Cooper, you got him. You got him, Cooper. Cooper got him.
They'll start out here with the option right.
There you go. There you go, boo-boo. We say that, boo-boo. We say that, a boo-boo, boo-boo.
But that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes
yeah, we got a boo-boo, move the boo-boo.
And get things moving.
We got Cooper, boo-boo, move. Okay. We got Cooper, boo-boo, move. A Cooper.
Off the play fake.
Nigga, you can't check him. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. See that goofy shit they did? Get the fuck out of here.
When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in.
What you say to Cooper, boo-boo?
The boo-boo.
The boo-boo. The boo-boo.
Conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
As Smith in motion right. A first down carry for Barkley. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Breaks me down.
And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Slot man moves right.
Let's bring it to him then.
They'll try to run for
Let's bring it to him then. Where's zone? End zone.
Saquon Barkley, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Get that TP.
So an
Put
early
it in your cup.
hello as they kick it away.
It's me.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
They say the time's supposed to heal you. I ain't done much healing. Can you hear me?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So we have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Back to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun.
Not on them.
Up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now they'll audible to something else.
60 Bobcat.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete.
He's a bum. Moose said it. Moose said it. He's a bum in real life.
The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
A bum.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 19, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He'll look to throw.
Yep, that's where he was going. I knew it. That's the play right there. That's the one. My bad, guys.
First down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line.
That's another Seahawks.
18.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Get underneath. Get underneath.
Touchdown.
He'll hurry up. That was good.
Kyle Pitts, a 20-yard
I know that play.
touchdown.
I know that play.
And the Seahawks are back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 56 yards rushing now as he's looked good.
Dolly boy. Pop, Billy.
It's been a long season, but he's
Pop, Billy.
These guys are winning
What, Billy? The grind season.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They go play action with Hurts.
This nigga just walk back and let him come right through. Got the deck to play. I didn't call that.
The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5. Gotta assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
I don't care.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I was just on my phone. It ain't even loud.
That one, it leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it.
This is the only way, man. Other than that, man, I'm expecting to get blown out, man. Everybody here to see me get trucked, man. I know, man. I'm just telling you, man. Hey, Bobby, I don't care what you're saying, Bobby. I don't care.
3rd and 4.
I get it, Bobby. I don't care, my guy.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
At the 37-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. 4th down and 1.
And they'll run with the former LSU Tiger. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
Pop, Bailey. Pop, Bailey.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And this will be a man off as he gets it to the 30. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this 1st quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I let it go.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, he got 4 on 3rd down. But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job seeing he got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
In motion right, Dobbs. A handoff, Barkley running left. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 79 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
You gotta come down. You gotta come down. But
They'll try and run for it on first and goal.
come on, you gotta hold that block, Mr. Goff. You hold that block, we off there.
Enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Barkley. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
My bad, too. I apologize.
Almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about front.
Oh, come on. Where you at? Come on.
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Look to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
First down. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Eagles.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give to Barkley out of the gun.
Ooh. Hold that block, boy. Hold that block, boy.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9.
Go, 180, 180. Hey, 73, 73. King, Phil King. Phil King. Go Silver, ready?
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. He'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it third down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they have regained the lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, he's still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go now.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a 2nd and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Stephanie. 19. Cowboy 80. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. All his early struggles continue. Here's another one. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll set up to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Trimmer.
Barkley inside handoff. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game. And
man, I got 2 other running backs.
They're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Here's 3rd and 6. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8th. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Hurts changing up the play. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see.
I didn't know, Mook. I didn't know. That was me. That was dumb. But, hey.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the 2nd half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious.
Right.
So the ball will come out to the 30.
He a little hurt. You're right, Mook. I wasn't supposed to do that, right? You right. I get you, big dog.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to
the stay off the speed button, Joes!
They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Second and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass.
Yeah, I was going to try it. I'm supposed to.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
We say that, Mook! Hey, Mook! Hey, Mook! Man, hey, Mook, I don't coach for play, though, Mook. In case you didn't know, I don't coach for play. Mook, I don't coach for play.
His first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well.
No, hey, Mook. Mook, he got 99 release, Mook. 99 release. I didn't cut him. It wasn't me who did it.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
It's Barkley everything. You know what it's going to be. Come up. Come up.
That wasn't a huge one. That's okay.
Come up.
Short, steady bursts.
Come up.
From the 31, here's second and 9.
Trimmer.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
Hey, Mook, tell him come up, Mook.
Moving the chains again.
Man, I'm not worried about it. I'm going to show you I ain't worried about him. Let me help you. I'm telling you I'm running the ball.
Here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the
I'm going to show you what the other running back can do. I don't give a fuck.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Now a run here.
What I tell you, man? We 228 over there. We 228 over there. He'll return soon. Don't worry. Yeah, he'll return soon. I don't want to hear none of that shit nobody talking. I'm in my own world.
Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And I already, you know I got that shit on. He hit stick me, he break the tackle. Come on.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gonzalez. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. Hot screen, and the Seahawks have recovered.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble.
What the fuck is wrong with you? This D-line ain't to be played with, though. Don't do that.
4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now this time he'll look to throw. It's a short one.
That was my fault.
To the tight end.
It put me on
it down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
It put me on. I had that, man.
This NFC Championship game, but it's a first down.
Panther 60, Panther 60, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
I throw this.
Looking deep here for Chase. It's caught inside
Ooh,
the
good
25.
fucking, good catch.
And he is in for the Seattle
Great catch. Great catch. Great catch. Great catch. Great catch.
The Seahawks have taken the lead
Great
in
catch.
this NFC Championship game. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was
he broke the tackle
No doubt about it.
and
One
threw a
thing
bomb.
is these
Broke
guys
the
a
tackle.
step away from a shot at the big game. Their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
Huh?
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
I did, but Moot, I didn't have him under, Moot.
for the Seahawks.
If I had him under, why would I run over there?
Ready to rock. Oh, good-looking return.
I don't know, Moot. That's my problem.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30.
But that wasn't what Moot. I
return.
know that's what he think. My eggs ain't in no basket, brother.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, I'm actually starting to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ortiz. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they're able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
He can get hurt.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Let's go. Trimmer.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
No touch. No touch.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
I'm not bad. I was looking for a whole other play, bro. I don't.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5.
It's Barkley, big bro.
Up the middle they go. It's Gonzalez. And he'll go down at the 28. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Huh? We say Luke?
His 1st down on a gain of 11. Consecutive plays now.
Cannon! A fucking cannon! Boom!
We've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on
Come on.
that good arrogance. Believe you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man.
All I need to do is see you back up a little bit. Back up a little bit.
And it's 2nd down.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his 1st catch. I think we both.
I did, but you didn't answer. I'm playing.
I'm in the
NFC Championship game, so you know.
Now 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle.
Oh, man.
It's Ortiz.
He got a little bit of penetration.
He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 7.
180, 180. Hey, 73.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
Not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. He'll try to do it, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead here now in the 4th quarter of this championship game.
And this is a time of the game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Hurts will throw. And no,
Bam, the other receiver was open. The receiver was open.
To a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
But he could have broken the tackle.
Here's Elliott on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
Yeah, I ain't calling it.
Good as the 2 teams chalk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready? Next.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he swallowed up.
Yeah, you know who that is. But you know who that is, though, right?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else. That flag, that'll push him back 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Here we go. Here we go.
They're going right back to Walker.
That's my fault.
20. And he will score.
I ain't get a chance to close the line. Shit.
Ken Walker.
He hyped me before I closed the fucking line.
And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he will get into the end zone
right
for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
Eagles 22. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. In motion right is Smith. Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that.
Good pass. You got to hold on to it.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This is caught. He hits more. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
I know.
As they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
I like the design that we're seeing.
Yeah, I know.
I
wanted the first down, though. I wanted the first down.
See openings, take their shots.
Moore, the man in motion. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Hurts completing this one quickly. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for an Eagles first down. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Eagles.
The
they're going to make sure.
Continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays. And there's an example of that right there.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Damn!
And he is going to be stopped cold.
Double teamed him. Shit.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now
I thought I double teamed the tackle.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package is wrapped up the runner for a loss.
I'm just saying. Actually, what I thought.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Hurts to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Cade Otton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. These fans on pins and needles. A Super Bowl berth on the line, tied in the fourth quarter as the kick is away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
He needs to turn.
28-yard line.
That's all we need.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the fourth with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Here we go. Strike.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Ready.
From the gun, a give to Brown.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about it if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down.
Rocco 80. Cardinal.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
18 Cardinal.
They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here's first down.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
Here comes second down at 5. They go play action with Hurts. Comeback route here, and he's got Smith complete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. First and 10.
63.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Penalties not what they needed here. First and 15. Throwing is Hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gonzalez. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Here's first and 10.
Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Gonzalez.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. As they stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come up now. This is second and long.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Nah, I couldn't get that. That wasn't the play I wanted. That wasn't the play.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's third down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And you certainly have to applaud the effort here. They're not settling for overtime. They're trying to get in position to win it with a late field goal. That takes some guts. But this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Hey, Mook, you can definitely tell me something about Madden, man. What can I say?
Here we go. This is fourth down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete.
thought I had one more. I thought I had the motherfucking TV. I thought I had a time.
Fourth and long to give him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Well, 4 quarters couldn't settle things. It's going to take overtime to figure out who wins the George Halas Trophy and punches their ticket to the Super Bowl. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go now.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they scored first, game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny, but they're New Orleans. It's the Saints, and they get it done. And in overtime, go out to the Super Bowl. They won that one. They beat the Colts.
Yes, a couple of the more memorable ones for sure.
What?
And the Eagles are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. That is just a gigantic interception here in overtime of this playoff game. And now, Charles, all they need is 3 to win it.
That's exactly right, because now one possession, one field goal gets it done. They force a lot of big turnovers in the regular season, Brandon, but none come bigger than that one right there. Here in the playoffs, they've got a chance to put this one away.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
So the next score wins here in the playoffs, and we will go as long as need be as they work here on second down.
Up the middle they go. It's Gonzalez.
You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there.
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year.
Jalen Hurts!
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
They geared up and took
Jalen Hurts blew it.
But it turned out it wasn't.
He was open. I called the right shit.
Defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Wow, Jalen.
Their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime.
Wow, Jalen.
Here's Hyde. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get in overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And this defense able to plug him up there as they get a yard to the 35. They'll come up now, 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Bronco 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 79 Bronco. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
From just outside of field goal range. 3 points, all that's needed. Here's 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Walker. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the offense and move into the West.
That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 170 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ball security critical now. When do they opt to kick it? Time will tell. Here's first down. And Walker once more.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On third down, here's Walker.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
The offense still on the field. Could they finish this in style? It's first and goal. Walker is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only second down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for third. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's third down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And they're not going to let him get this one off. We have a whistle and a timeout as they'll try to put him on ice a bit. And they still have 2 timeouts left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And the kick is good. He got it. And with that, they are off to the Super Bowl.
Man, I can't move.
Time for us to sign off. Thank you so much for watching, and good night, everybody.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
He wouldn't come back in. It can't. No, so he was red. So I manually subbed him in, right? And I knew when I know, but listen, there were some packages he would not come in. Like I clicked on him and he did not come in the game. I mean, but listen, I couldn't say nothing because when I gave him the ball,